HQTs? Are you feeling that bass? Oh, yeah. We'll pump up the volume. This is our first ever music quiz. Whether you're a hip-hop head, dance music diva, punk rocker, rock and roller, classical lover, or didgeridoo, darling, this one's for you. Now, there's never been a better time for UK music. Sales have reached a record high of £408 million abroad. Yes, we are global, baby. Thanks to the likes of Ed Sheeran, Dua Lipa, and Sam Smith, the British invasion is back. Who's ready to invade our stash of popping cash tonight? I'm Sharon Carpenter, your quiz composer, helping you become a high roller. And this is HQ Trivia, where if you forget your fears, that win will be music to your ears. And the rules here are simple, of course. I'm going to ask you a series of questions from easy to hard. You've got 10 seconds to tap on that answer. Get it correct, you move on. Answer all 12 right, you win, or you split that cash. Now invite your friends to HQ using your code, of course, for those extra lives. And we all want extra lives, don't we? Yeah, you do. Now tonight we are giving away a high note hitting £1,000. You could lend to Shimmy like HQ co-host Ken Jeong with that kind of cash. Buy a replica of Madonna's Cone Bra, why not? And download every hot track released this summer. There are lots of them. But before you blast it, you've got to, task it. Let's get to the quizzing, shall we? Here we go with Q1. According to the lyrics, what was singer Bing Crosby dreaming of in his classic song? A multicolored Easter, an orange red-nosed day, a white Christmas. I know what you're dreaming of. Tonight, you're dreaming about that cash, aren't you? If you went for Rainbow-tastic Easter, I'm afraid you're having a nightmare already, leaving the red nose to Rudolph. He dreamt of a white Christmas. And who's still present in the game? 125,000 of you are. 76 years later, and it's still the world's best-selling single. Can you believe that? Shipping over 100 million copies worldwide. Q2 in Lady Gaga's 2011 hit. Which of these was she gonna marry? A kite, the night, the Isle of Wight. Wanted to spend the rest of her life with what thing? An inanimate object? Getting married to a bike is completely ridiculous, isn't it? But this is Gaga we're talking about. Getting hitched in the dark, it was the night. She's going to marry the night, and 120,000 of you knights in shining armor got that right. Artists often write their songs on the road, but Gaga recorded Marry the Night on her tour bus. Guess she doesn't get motion sickness. It's shout-out time, everybody. Hi to Dro, Kelly and Jack playing in Dublin. Matt has been knocking out antibodies, apparently, at the lab today. Well done. Hi, Max Bradley. How you doing? Happy birthday, Glenn, who's 28 tomorrow. Have fun. Hello, Olivia, Ben and Phil. Caroline and Charles are in Edinburgh. Linda and Robert are with us as well. Abby's in Hull. Scott Jeggs is with the Tesco Deli team and playing for the first time tonight. Good luck to you. Also, hi to Salwa, Zara and Farhana as well. We're moving on to Q3. The nonsense song Gingang Gooli is particularly associated with which organisation? London Stock Exchange, the Scouts, the House of Lords. Gingang Gooli, 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 watcha. It's about to get gooey. All they do is mumble nonsense, but the House of Lords is keeping its mouth shut for this one. Better at collecting badges than subprime mortgage debt. It's the Scouts. And you're getting a badge of honor. 101,000 of you are. The song is purposely gibberish, so kids all over the world can mess it up together. How sweet. Do not forget HQTs. This Sunday, we have the big game. We are giving away a big prize, of course, £8,000. And tomorrow night at 9, we have an Olympic-sized treat for you. A very special guest. I repeat, do not miss that one. You will regret it. Q4, which Grammy-winning artist is nicknamed The Boss? John Bon Jovi, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen. Large and in charge, this guy. But who is The Boss? They've always done things their way, but who did even Obama call the boss? Dishing out the Brucey bonuses is Bruce Springsteen. You're heading down Thunder Road. 79,459 of you are. Now, Bruce picked up the nickname while playing in one of his early bands. He was tasked with collecting the band's fee from club owners. Tough job. Q5. Macho Type's wanted must-have moustache was the original recruitment ad for which band? One Direction, Queen, Village People. They wanted a manly man with a tash attached. The members of One Direction still struggle to grow a moustache, but which band demanded its members have one? The chaps behind YMCA. It's the Village People. And my people got that right. 62,558 of you. We lost over 20,000 of you there. Actually, no. We lost 17,000 of you there. Now, the American disco group formed in the late 70s, giving us such camp classics as Macho Man and In the Navy. You remember that, yes you do. Q6. According to Alanis Morissette, it's ironic to have rain when? On your wedding day, on your graduation day, on your birthday. Not in this country, it's not. Quite normal. Rain isn't ironic in any of these situations, but Alanis still banged on about one of these, ruining the saddest day of your bank account's life. It's rain on your wedding day. Okay, I won't sing again. I promise. 57,408 of you hoping to make it rain tonight. The song Ironic didn't contain a single case of irony, ironically making the whole thing ironic. Confused? Me too. We're halfway. A cake by which of these British cooks featured on the cover of a Rolling Stones album? Delia Smith, Nigella Lawson, Mary Berry. Let them eat cake is all I can say. 3 queens of the kitchen, but who whipped up a cake for the cover of Let It Bleed? No nonsense, but plenty of swagger. Delia Smith is the answer we were looking for here. 34,876 of you taken a slice of that one. Containing such traditional layers as pizza, tyres, and a clock face. At least the top of the cake was prepared by Delia. Sounds delicious. Not. Q8. Which of these artists' first album only sold around 1,000 copies? Rihanna, Amy Winehouse, Eminem. Bad for them. Good for a sucky artist. Like myself. They're massive names now, but who was barely more than a squeak in the 90s. From total flop to a legend of hip-hop. It's Slim Shady himself. It's Eminem. Hopefully you didn't lose yourself on that one. 17,469 of you got that right. We lost about 20,000 of you. That was brutal, or brutal, as I like to say. Marshall's debut album was called Infinite, but didn't sell quite that many copies. Q9. In the original Broadway production of The Sound of Music, who played Maria, Doris Day, Julie Andrews, Mary Martin? Do, re, mi. Don't blame me if you get this wrong. She's the Maria we all remember, but Andrews never played her on stage. The first to bring the hills to life, it was Mary Martin. Yes, it was. She sings a lot better than me. 8,116 of you still alive in the game right now. Another brutal one right there. The 1959 production picked up 5 Tony Awards in its first year, including a Best Performance Gong for Mary. Well deserved. Q10. What is unusual about the 2001 German cathedral version of a John Cage piece? It's completely silent. It's played by clapping. It lasts over 600 years. They all sound pretty bizarre. Which one could it be? Well, he composed the infamous 4 minutes of silence, but Cage has gone even kookier with this one, making you wait till 26:40, I'm not even kidding, to applaud. It lasts over 600 years. How? Well, that's a good question. And that was a savage. Our first savage of the game happening here on Q10. We lost over 600 or 6,000, 7,000 of you right there. 1,889 of you are moving on. The piece is called Organ 2, as slow as possible. Something the Germans took way too literally here. Q11, it's the penultimate round. Yes, it is. Let's do it. Which instrument is used as a weapon in an Agatha Christie 1930 short story? Ukulele, flute, bagpipes. Death by musical instrument. Not a good way to go. That noise is enough to kill you, but Christie didn't deploy the bagpipes here. Going from nice and twee to full-on deadly is the ukulele, and you pulled some strings right there. 1,463 of you, capos at the ready, because we are key changing into the final round with 1,463 players left in the game. Another 124 using their extra lives to get back in, and 1,000 big ones right there. Who's about to make history in our first ever music quiz? Let's find out with Q12. Which of these 90s hits begins with an excerpt from a Verdi composition? Bittersweet Symphony, Don't Speak, Never Forget. Keep your composure and tap well. That's my advice. Verdi was top dog in the 1800s, but who put him back up there in 1995? Bittersweet Symphony is built on sampled strings, but they aren't playing one of Verdi's tracks there. Take That's last single before Robbie took off. It's Never Forget. Bet you wish you never forgot that one. We've got 822 winners making history tonight, my lovelies. Well done to our 822 winners. You got me sweating over here. What an incredible game. And you are taking home £1 and 22p. We've got Big Neba. We've got Pabsy with a cake right there, maybe by Delia. We've got Simo1709, Tess Smith as well. Well done to you. And the rest of our winners tonight, what are you going to do with the cash? Maybe you could grow a tash with that cash. Buy Eminem's first album, make it 1001 copies, or take ukulele lessons. There's a lot you can do with that cash tonight or tomorrow or the next day. Well done, HQTs. You slayed our first ever music quiz. You rocked it. I'm Sharon Carpenter. You can find me singing on the socials. Don't worry, I'm not singing. But right here, stop by, say hello. Don't forget, I'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. with a very, very special guest. Be there or be devastated that you missed it. Until then, HQTs, have a wonderful night. That was so much fun. Bye.